Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We about to start it up. Boom, 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 boom. Yo, that's crazy. We back in the building. It's been a long time. We finally got this thing on rolling. We should be rolling more often, but we're back now. We got my guy Ness in the building. Yo, Ness, say what up, man.
So yeah, it's been a long time, man.
It's been a long time. And then we got July, the New York Knicks fan in the building.
You heard? Yeah, I'm by the way, I'm in the middle of eating. That's why y'all can't see me on the camera. But as soon as I'm done, I'm popping over with my Knicks hat. You fucking goddamn right. I'm fucking back. I don't give a fuck what happened last night. Matter of fact, last night did not happen.
Y'all
It did
lost, huh?
happen.
I don't
Well,
know. I ain't see
so
it.
what happened? You see my OKC right now. Look. Right now,
Uh,
okay. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you what OKC doing. I'm gonna look at the stats right now. Cause
yo, bro, we know the stats. SGA, 20 free throws, 15,000 fouls against them in one
I
game.
mean,
I
yo,
mean, come on. You didn't gotta tell me
54
that.
to it's 54 to 38, and there's only 5 minutes left in the second. Come on, man. And your Lakers about to play the Jazz. But anyway, let's get back to business. So, yo, we got a lot of injuries going on in the NBA, man. What's going on? What you think is going on with these players?
You know what's crazy, Sam? A lot of these injuries are hamstrings,
Lower leg injuries. Yep.
lower leg, the quads, soreness in their calves. They gotta be out a week. You know what I mean? Look at Trey Young. Trey Young happened during the game, but my man out for a whole month. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, matter of fact, Ness, you could pull up all these guys' injuries and just like tell us what these injuries are and something like that.
Oh yeah, I could look into that. Yeah.
Shit, I know AD got the ankle problem, and that's a whole
Right.
different
AD
topic. And the
AD
way
had the ankle
Dallas, yeah,
problem,
you
right?
got
And you
Zion out with the hammy.
Zion with a hammy. Who else?
Zion with a hammy. Let's see.
You got Darius Garland with the toe problem.
Man, Darius Garland's looking like an injury prone player.
Porzingis is out too.
Porzingis, yeah, that's
Porz, yeah, he's not playing tonight. So Porzingis is out with a lower leg injury.
you still got Kyrie Irving out.
You still got Kyrie with the ACL. You got, let me see, on Orlando, Paolo Banchero, he injured.
Yep.
He's not playing tonight,
All right.
right?
So, what teams y'all want me to do? Which
Yo,
ones?
just run the fucking list, bro. If there's a
Just
list
run the
of
Bro, it's too many
list.
yo,
people.
just
Nah, it's too many people, bro. It's too
that's
many
the
No,
people.
problem. You see
just
that
run the superstars.
yo,
Just
just
run the
run their
superstars.
names. I'm telling you, there's at least 15 of them.
All right. Well, you got Walker Kessler. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
from Utah.
You
from
from
Walker
Utah.
Utah?
Kessler.
That's a
Yeah.
He
that's a
got a
big.
left. He got a left shoulder injury.
Okay,
So
so
Mm-mm.
he's
that's
getting
upper
surgery.
body.
He's gonna miss the remainder of the season. He's done.
Wow.
Um. No, that's not crazy. Okay. Victor Wembanyama. He got a calf injury.
A calf strain
Most
at that.
yeah, calf strain.
My
He's
God.
missing multiple weeks.
Mm.
Stephon Castle got a left hip strain.
lower body injury. Crazy.
They said he'll be reevaluated in a week. No, in 1 to 2 weeks. Then you got Dylan Harper with a calf injury.
Yo,
But
just name the names and they injury. You don't even gotta put the weeks. You don't even gotta say the
uh,
weeks, how long they out.
uh, you got Sabonis with a partially torn meniscus.
Wow.
Scoot Henderson got a hamstring.
Here nobody.
Hammy,
He's a yeah, nobody.
hammy.
Here nobody.
G League guy right there.
Because we could say
All
on
right,
Poland, they still got Dame with the Achilles. So you
that's
can
true.
move on. Yeah.
Move on from that. All right. Got Jalen Green got the hamstring.
He hasn't even played. Has he even played a game?
He played one. He
This
played 2 games. Played 2
Yeah,
games.
he played like 2 games and then he was out.
Yeah, instead of that, he's
Yeah.
putting tattoos of Dre on his face. What up? Stupid. Wow.
you got Pablo with a groin injury.
Mm.
Jalen Williams, you already know about Jalen Williams with his wrist.
Mhm.
You got OG and a booty with a hamstring.
Hey yo, hold on. Time out. Hold on. My man, yo, we good? Hey,
No, we not
his
good.
name is not Booty. There ain't no Booty in his name, bro. It's OG.
I think it's a booty in there. Bro.
No.
He's
OG.
dirt, bro.
All right. No.
OG and a booty, bro. It's okay, bro.
All right.
OG and a booty is out, man. He's done. He's done for a little bit.
Crazy.
DeJounte Murray. I don't know when that boy's still coming back. Well, you don't gotta announce him. Jordan Poole.
He out.
Quad injury.
Wow. I didn't even know he was out.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Again?
Yeah.
Left groin strain.
He's out.
Wow.
He's out. Got Tyler Hero. He's out with an ankle injury.
Mm.
John Morant out for at least 2 weeks. That's what to throw that in there. Right calf strain. Jared Jackson's day-to-day ankle injury. Then you got. Is there anybody else important? Well, this one's not an injury, but KD's out for a couple of games because of personal reasons.
Okay, but you also have Embiid. He came back, and then he's out.
Yeah, he's
He
out.
hasn't been playing for like what 7 games now.
What's new? What's new?
Yeah, what's new with him?
What's new with him?
They got
Yo, but
Kuminga.
what's crazy is that when he does play, he's still one of the best. Yo, even on one leg, bro, my man is still doing double doubles, 4 blocks.
You see what Maxey is doing? He's number 6 in MVP right now.
Look at McCain. McCain just got back. Man, he's real rusty, bro. That man came.
You talking about Mr. Fingernail Painter?
Yeah, fingernail. Yeah. That's Horseball right there.
Fingernail painters. Who else is injured?
You got my bad. You got what's his name? Jonathan Kuminga. He got a knee injury.
This guy.
I just got an update. Tyler Hill's coming back tomorrow.
And what injury he got?
He had a.
So this is his first. This gonna be his first game back, and then LeBron just came back.
Mm-hmm.
Luka was injured for a little bit.
Yep.
I mean, yo, the list just goes on and on. Yo, you think these dudes is practicing or something like that? I don't think they lifting. I don't think they lifting weights. I don't think they working out. I don't know what these dudes are doing.
I don't know, man. I mean, this one guy, I forgot his name, but he keeps saying just today's athletes are just pushing it harder, than the dudes back then. That's why they're getting all these hammies and shit like that. But correct me if I'm wrong. How do you strain your hammy? Lack of water, lack of hydration. Lack of stretching.
So you saying they working? You saying they going to the clubs and drinking that Henny instead of drinking that water?
You know me, bro. You know me. They probably just like me. Water's boring. Yo, give me that soda. Know what I mean?
Crazy.
I mean,
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. Like I said, there's a lot of lower leg injuries. I don't know. Maybe a beginning of the season type of thing. I
mean, your guy Jalen Brunson, he was out for a little bit with an ankle problem.
Now, if everybody acted like Jalen Brunson and just brush it off and continue playing, but I think it's more of a team thing. What was that team that just got fined? The coach benched like most of their stars, and they got
must
fined.
Have been the Warriors because that was just recent.
Yeah, it was recent.
Benched. The Warriors just benched Curry. They benched Draymond Green. So
So part of it could be just from the organization. Like, oh, word, you hold on, what? Your calf is strained, bro. Set out a whole week. Oh, you got a hammy strain? All right, 2 weeks. We give you 2 weeks. It's
yeah,
gotta
but
be
these dudes don't practice though, bro. They don't practice. I don't think they practice a lot. I don't think they work out a lot. I don't know what's going on, man. It's just when I was watching basketball, you got guys like John Stockton who played maybe 12 seasons of all 82. 12 seasons. Okay, look at Mikal Bridges. He hasn't missed a game since he came in the league. So what is he doing that these guys can't do?
He's probably one of the only ones that has played all the games. I don't know. It could be their physique. Maybe some guys are paused a little bit bigger than what they are. They can't move in that size. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
What you think, Ness?
I just want to throw this in there. Wait, really? There's only like a couple of players. Like I think it's like a handful. So TP played all 82 games last year. That gotta be capped.
Really? Who played all 82?
They got Jad Allen, Malik Beasley, Jalen Green, Jaden McDaniels, Buddy Hield, Mikal Bridges, Harrison Barnes, and Chris Paul.
Those are the only ones that played all 82?
Yeah, last year. Chris Paul, that one kind of surprised me, but yeah, y'all might be right. Maybe they're just not practicing as much. Maybe with this technology, they're saying, they practice a lot. Maybe they'll take a toll on their body, but it's not really helping them to not practicing.
I just think that shit is just wild that these players can't even get it together. Like, you stay injured. Look at this guy with this New York Knicks shit. Man, get out of here, B. Get out of here, B. You're not winning with that. Get out of here.
We back. You heard?
Back where?
Back where?
Yo, you know what's crazy? You don't remember? Remember, they shortened the preseason games. It's not a lot of preseason games anymore.
How many preseason games they play?
What is it, like maybe 4? 4 to 6 games? That's about it. It used to be more than that.
Probably so, but
so if you're not Coach Tibbs, if you don't got a coach like Coach Tibbs that has you out there 30 minutes during the preseason, I don't know, bro. Maybe everybody needs a Coach Tibbs on their bench. Like, nah. He needs to play more than 30.
We don't want that. Nobody wants that, big dog.
Nobody wants that.
Everybody wants that. Everybody wants Coach Tibbs.
There's a reason why he's not coaching anymore. There's a reason why your Knicks packed him up.
Exactly, because your mans and them got injured in the playoffs. Word. You forgot?
It's not because of the minutes. They didn't catch a hammy.
You know what? You kind of right, though.
What are you talking about?
You kind of right, though. Brunson broke his hand, right? That was 2 years ago, not last year.
You got Josh Hart that broke his shoulder or some bullshit. You got Mitch.
Shoulder. He had an abdomen strain or some shit like that.
And he broke his fingers.
All right, that was 2 years ago. What happened last year?
Yeah,
he broke his fingers. He started the season with 2 broken fingers.
So he broke his fingers 2 years in a row?
My man, he started this season with 2 broken fingers. He still got tape around those 2 broken fingers. What are we talking about?
Man, please.
Yeah, Mitch just came back from that ankle injury. Like, Tibbs, you're not gonna have a hammy problem. Listen, by the way, OG was one of those guys in Toronto that always was out because of that hammy. Once he was with the Knicks, you ain't hear nothing about no elbow soreness or hammy shit. My man, he worked them out. Like, yo, work the fuck out. You playing 40 minutes tonight, bro. Now look, he's back to his 30 minutes, and look, why is he out? Why is he out? Why is OG out?
Because your team dirt.
Fuck out of
Exactly.
here. Because of Hammy, bro. His fucking Hammy. Sick and tired of y'all dissing my. Listen, the Knicks, bro.
Yeah.
You heard?
Yeah.
Man,
You heard?
I'd rather be a Nets fan than be a Knicks fan, man.
Oh nah, you don't want to be a fan
You
of that.
bugging. Yeah, now you
You
bugging,
don't want
bro.
to be a fan of that.
Nobody want to be a Nets fan like that, bro.
You
You
don't want to
bugging.
be a fan of that.
Them dudes
Man,
have 5 first-round picks.
I mean, they
and
tied up with Toronto right now as we speak, but they 3.
I'm watching the
12.
game right now. I ain't gonna lie. Michael Porter
You know-
and Nick Claxton not looking too bad.
3-12 is crazy.
You know, I like that kid, Igor Denham from the Nets. Watch out.
I know you're talking
He's
about.
a-
That's
he's a-
light skin boy.
Yeah, he's a very good 3-point
Is
shooter.
isn't he a overseas player?
He's an overseas player. Yep. But give him some time. I think he looked like a Danny at what's his name at Vija.
They should get they should probably get this nigga from the Grizzlies trade for him.
John Morant?
Yeah, John
Yeah.
Morant.
Nah.
I mean the Nets need something, bro. I don't mind them trading.
Yo, they
for
need
Ja.
something, bro.
But John
'Cause
ain't.
I walk past the Barclays. The Barclay looking a little weak. Ain't no noise but traffic.
I mean, wait till the New York Liberty play.
They worse too. Yo, you know what I noticed? I was just over there not too long ago. I was just over there. I just passed over there Saturday. I didn't even know they training facility is literally right across the street.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, they training facility. Remember, it used to be Snipes. It used to be a sneaker store, Snipes.
Yeah.
Then it was something else. I think it was Modell's. Now they training facility is right across the street.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It says training facility on the building, and you see the basketball courts and all that stuff. So that's kind of interesting. They train right there.
I mean, I don't think. Do you think the Barclays is an actual good venue? Maybe it's just a venue. It's always dark. Why is it so dark?
You been in there before?
Yo, bro, I went in there to see J. Cole. I went over there for the J. Cole concert. And let me tell you.
You know, you're kind of right, though, because I went in there to go see the Nets play. This was when Darren Williams was playing.
It's just dark in there, bro. It's just dark. It's like, bro, what the fuck is going on here? It's just dark.
I don't remember. It's been a minute since I've been there. I'll be in there soon, though.
It is a minute. But let's talk about OKC, though. You think OKC can run it back? Because, yo, let me see. What's their record right now, man? I mean, they winning right now. They blown out the Blazers. Okay. Right now they 16-1.
Yo, what team?
They just one game. They 1 game ahead. Well, they 1.5 game ahead of Detroit for the best record in the league.
All right. Now, last playoff, what team took them to 7 games?
Denver.
Oh,
and
Denver.
Pacers.
Denver and Pacers. Pacers took them to 7 in the finals. Denver took them to 7 in the semifinals.
Now, to me, Denver did re-up with, they got a few more players. I think, Aaron Gordon is out. Oh, that's another injury right there. Aaron Gordon is out.
Yeah, he's out. Yep.
But Aaron Gordon's been playing crazy. He's been shooting crazy. That boy been playing this season.
Balling.
So, I mean, I could see Denver taking them, beating them. But then again, OKC is playing without Jay Williams.
Still cooking.
And they still cooking. Yeah, they still cooking. But I don't know. I just see teams. I like Detroit, but we got to see how they do in the playoffs.
I mean, Denver's 3.5 games behind them. They 12-4.
Regular
Lakers
season
is 4 games behind them, 11-4.
Regular
Spurs 11-4.
season.
Rockets,
if anything,
10-4.
we know regular season don't mean shit. Once they make
really
it to
don't.
the playoffs, everything is up in the air. So I still like Denver out of the West. I still like Minnesota out of the West.
Crazy.
I still like them.
Crazy.
I still like Minnesota out of the West.
I'll take the Rockets over them.
I do like the Rockets. The Rockets might. When Van Vliet coming back this season? That's another one.
He has a torn ACL. He's not.
Nah, he's
so then, I don't know. But I
so
do
you don't
like
you don't like that point guard Shepherd? Yeah, he come in the game, he be shooting that thing.
Yeah, but I mean,
he's not a true point guard though.
Right. Come playoff, bro. You need somebody to play make. Houston don't got nobody to be a playmaker. I love KD. I like Sengun. I like the Thompson kid. I like their bench, but they got nobody to move the fucking ball. You're not gonna have 6'10, 6'11, 6'8, 6'8, 6'8 out there, and nobody know how to fucking run the play. I don't know, but I still do like Houston. But to me, the team out of the West who can challenge OKC is still Denver.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Denver also. Because
I think Houston can too though.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Houston
can.
They're the only team. They're the only team this season that gave them a challenge.
But that was the first game of the season.
Hey man, y'all been blowing out. If you really look at,
the first game of the season, OKC should have lost that game because Denver made crucial mistakes down the stretch, and they got away with a timeout they wasn't even supposed to call. So, and then the game went to overtime, and the OKC just went in overtime. But I don't believe it. I would say Denver because Jokic numbers is better this year again, and he's number one in the league in MVP voting as we speak. So, and his numbers is better. I really do think that I would say Denver will be the ones who challenge him.
But who you got?
Yeah, who you got?
No, that's Denver. Denver for sure. I think Houston potentially. I ain't gonna say my Lakers there. I gotta see.
You a bum man. Yeah, I'm sick and tired of you, Hall. I'm sick and tired of you.
Just say,
how the fuck you not gonna mention the Lakers? You talking man shit, Lakers this, Lakers that, but you're not gonna have the Lakers at the top team in the playoffs? I wonder why.
No, we top as long as you.
No. I wonder why.
We third.
I wonder why. But I wonder why you don't think the Lakers can't overthrow the Thunder in the playoffs.
I don't think it's a good matchup. I don't think it's a good matchup.
You don't think the Lakers is a good matchup for OKC?
I gotta see them play.
You know one thing about OKC, they got plug and play guys. Look, they missing Jalen Williams. Jalen Williams ain't played a game this season. They plug in a guy. He just know what he doing out there. They got plug and play guys out there.
Yeah.
So and they defense is crazy. They shutting people down. I mean, SGA hasn't played in the fourth quarter a whole lot this season. So they I don't know, man. This might be the first team to win back-to-back since the Warriors. 2017, 2018 season. This might be that. It might be that. Remember, 2019 was the Raptors. 2020, the bubble shit was the Lakers. 2021 was the Bucks. 2022 was the Warriors. 23 was the Denver. 24 was the Celtics. Last year was OKC. So it's I don't know, man. I don't know.
But yeah, since November 5th, they've been blowing out teams. They blew out how many teams? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 teams since November 5th. So it's like
playoff teams or just like playing teams.
They blew out my Lakers. They blew out the Warriors.
Okay.
Can't say the Kings. Kings is poop. Clippers. I don't know if you want to say the Clippers.
That's you know what? That's a team right there. I just don't get.
Yeah, the Kings.
Yeah, I just don't get what's going on over there.
Management. It's management.
What is the point of bringing in Russell Westbrook? For what? You're gonna waste this time there? Westbrook should be with a playoff team.
Nobody contacted Westbrook, bro. What team has been contacting Westbrook? I would
think
love
OKC
Westbrook to play for the Knicks.
I think OKC should pick him back up.
For
Let
what?
him finish. Let him
For
finish his
what?
career here. Come on, man. That's Mr. Triple Double. You want to let Westbrook go back to OKC?
Listen,
Because if they win, he at least he get a ring, and
Yeah,
then
but what-
at least he contribute. He has some playing time. To me, I feel like he's playing better than DeRozan and Zach.
Yeah, you can make an argument for that. You can get there and make an argument for that.
Is it every time I see the highlights, I see more of him than Dennis Schroeder. What Dennis Schroeder doing?
On the bench.
Schroeder is more of an international legend. Other than that, he all right.
An international legend.
Yeah, when he plays with Germany, he balls out. He lights out. He
Matter
takes
of fact,
over games.
they won that cup. They won the cup.
Absolutely not. But you know,
Get out of here, yo. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be shitting me with the shit you talk about. No, there's no way, bro.
who y'all got out of the East?
Not your Knicks.
Not your Knicks. We know that.
My Knicks is still up there. My Knicks is still up there.
Actually, your Knicks is not up there.
My Knicks is still up there.
No,
Don't look
your
at the
Knicks is not.
standings. Don't look at the standings.
Your
My Knicks is still up there.
Knicks is like 7th place, bro.
Right, but let's be honest. It's only the Knicks right now. I give it to Detroit, and I'll give it to Orlando.
Detroit has way more injuries than your team, and they only lost 2 games.
Who have they been playing? Did they play the Knicks yet? Did they play Orlando yet?
Yeah, I think they did play Orlando.
Did they win or lose?
They only lost 2 games. I don't know the two teams they lost.
They lost to the Cavs and they lost to the Bulls.
Okay, those are only 2 teams they lost to.
I mean, Josh Giddey is Giddey. My man out here looking like
they
fucking
beat Orlando.
Actually, the Bulls are to slow down. The Bulls is 9-7, right? Your Knicks is 9-6.
Yeah, but the Bulls are fugazi. They don't really have a bench.
Okay, so then what about the Raptors? They 11-5, and they look like they're gonna win this game.
Listen. Stop it.
They got BI.
Stop it. Just stop it. So every team had BI, nigga, and they still didn't go nowhere, nigga. What are we talking about? The fuck are we talking? Yo, what are we talking?
This is 13. Relax.
Yo, Ho, what are we talking? Did he say Toronto? Yo, Ho, he said Toronto, bro.
Nah, Toronto's not bad this year.
He said Toronto, bro.
He
said Toronto, bro. Are you kidding me, son?
Bro, they got Scotty.
They got 2 of your former players, man.
Exactly.
Y'all making me mad right now.
They got RJ, they got Scotty, they got
yo.
Let's be for real.
Yo. They play y'all the 30th of November. Let's see how
Let's be for real. Let's be for real. Let's be completely honest.
Okay,
Toronto ain't going nowhere.
Probably so.
Right?
And neither is your team. So
Chicago ain't going nowhere. Let's be honest.
Is the Knicks going somewhere?
Hold on. Did we not beat Boston last year?
What they do?
Excuse me, Hall. Fuck you and your first round Lakers. Your Lakers didn't do nothing, and you still have Luka Doncic who still can't play defense. That's why you don't believe in your fucking team. But the Knicks,
y'all got defense.
The only team we cannot beat in the playoffs right now are the Pacers, and the Pacers are like the Pacers are not. Yeah, the Pacers suck right now. So I ain't worried about no other fucking team. I ain't worried about teams.
So you're not worried about Detroit? You're not worried about Detroit?
For what? We packed them up last year, right?
That's last year. Why you bring it up last year?
They still have the same fucking team as last year, right? Minus Malik Beasley. Minus Malik Beasley, right? They don't got Malik, right? They don't have Malik.
No, they don't.
They got Jaden Ivey now.
Yeah, he just came back from injury.
And they got Duncan Robinson.
Who?
Duncan Robinson.
All right, man.
He's a shooter.
Okay.
Bro, he's averaging 12 points a game.
Okay.
He's averaging 12 points a game, bro.
Okay.
What's the problem?
Okay.
Yeah, what's the problem with that?
He better than Larry Shambit.
We packed them up. Y'all forget Did anybody stop
Why are you talking about
Brunson-Lino?
last year?
But
We're
I'm
talking
just
about this season.
I'm making a point. My point is that y'all keep bringing up the regular fucking season. We just agreed when the playoff comes, it's a different fucking beast. And when that
True.
beast came, we didn't win against the Cavs. We didn't win against the fucking Pacers. We didn't win. No, we did beat the Pacers last year during the regular season. We didn't beat Boston. We didn't beat fucking Oklahoma. Y'all was talking all this shit, right? But when the playoffs came,
Why you ain't say the Lakers?
hold
You
on.
didn't beat
When
them
the
either.
playoffs, I didn't care about the Lakers. The Lakers didn't even get past the first round. I
Well, we
ain't
packed
worried
that up
about
last
them.
year.
I
We're
don't
gonna
care.
pack it up this year too.
Y'all didn't pack
Gonna
up
pack it up
nobody
this year
last year.
too.
Who did you pack up in the playoffs? Who did y'all
Pack your
pack up
team
in the
up.
playoffs?
Your
Who
team.
did y'all pack up in the playoffs? You didn't
Your
pack up
team.
nobody in the playoffs. You didn't
Your
pack
team.
up nobody in the playoffs.
Yo, he
Your
sound,
team.
he sound like a
You
wrestler.
didn't pack up nobody in the
You sound like a
playoffs.
wrestler.
He
We
sound like a
packed up your
wrestler
team.
right now.
But let me tell you something. Ain't nobody stopping Brunson.
Man, all we gotta do is put a 6'8" guard.
Y'all
Nembhard stopped
did
him.
last year. Y'all had
Nembhard stopped.
Thompson
Put two
guarding
people.
him, and he still cooked y'all with 30 points per game.
What happened
What
with
we
the Pacers
talking
series?
about?
What happened with the
Nembhard
Y'all
Pacers
had
series?
stopped you
Derek
last year.
White, Drew Holiday. Y'all had niggas guarding us. What happened, bro? Still packed y'all up. What we
Okay, what about the
talking
Pacers?
about?
What
What
about
we
the
talking
Pacers?
about?
Nembhard. What about Nembhard
We
and
packed.
Nesmith?
Yo, you couldn't stop Brunson. That's what I'm saying. You just
Okay,
couldn't stop Brunson. It took for
Huh?
OG to get hurt at the end. It took for Josh Hart to get hurt at the end. For the Pacers to just dismantle us. That's it. And it took how many games? 7. What we talking about? What we talking about?
It
At
took
the
7.
end, at the end of the day,
So
I
listen.
think OKC gonna run it back, and your team is just
OKC.
gonna
All
get
right.
knocked out the first round.
I got Denver. I got
You
Denver
got-
coming out the West. And you already know who I'm going with coming out the East. I don't gotta talk no
Well,
more.
that's
I don't gotta
laughable
say
right
nothing.
there, but
I
okay.
don't gotta say nothing. Yo, my baby, I ain't gotta say nothing, right?
The correction,
I
it was 6
ain't
games,
gotta
my
say
boy.
nothing, bro.
Correction, it was 6 games, my boy. You talking about
Yo,
7
either way,
games.
we got injured, and that's how they beat us. Don't
Oh
worry
boy,
about that.
I
this
ain't getting
dude is
injured last
Don't worry
year,
crazy,
about
man.
that.
man. This dude
Don't
is
worry about
wilding. I
that.
don't know what you talking about there, brother. We moving on to the
We
next one.
moving on. Yo,
So,
we're gonna
yo,
get Giannis. We're gonna trade for Giannis.
that's
We're
cool.
gonna get
That's
AD.
cool.
You ain't get him.
You
We're gonna
ain't
get
getting
AD.
it.
You ain't gonna get him either.
When AD gets bought out, he gonna come to the Knicks. You heard?
For what?
Yeah, okay.
To sit on the bench and be in street clothes?
Yo, my nigga, come playoff times. You already know, bro.
He gonna be in street clothes like us, watching the Knicks.
In the Keith jacket, bro. In the Keith New York Knick jacket, bro. You heard?
All right,
All right.
Sound good.
That sounds good. That sounds good.
Sound good. But we moving on to the next one. So we got Kenyon Martin versus Draymond Green. It was a little interesting with the shenanigans, little something that was going back and forth. So Kenyon Martin, I guess he was asked the question, is Draymond Green a tough guy? He basically said no. He doesn't think he's a tough guy. Draymond feels some type of way. He claps back. He says that, played 15 years. You're a one-time All-Star. You sniffed the trophy. You went to the finals twice. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't even an all-team defense. So he started attacking his accolades. Kenyon Martin comes back and started naming the power forwards that's all better than him. Who's right? Who's wrong? Who's right? Who's wrong? July? Who's right?
Listen, I can't stand Draymond Green. I just can't. He's just one of those guys that he gonna chirp just because he got the chip. He gonna chirp. He gonna chirp because he got some of the
4 of those
accolades.
things. Yeah, he got 4 of those things. You gotta remember, all team defense. He got defensive player of the year.
I hear you. I hear you. But, and this is what I was telling Hall the other day. Without Steph, Clay, and even KD, without Jordan Poole,
yeah, we saw what he looked like.
we saw
did.
what Draymond looked like. Ain't no way Draymond winning a single chip chip at all without those guys.
But can anybody win a chip by themselves?
You telling me Steph, Clay couldn't win a chip together without Draymond? That's the wild shit to say. Because I said Steph and Clay, with even KD in there, you want to throw in there, they would have won 1 or 2. At least 1, maybe 2.
I mean, they did allow the Cleveland Cavaliers to come back from a 3-1, and Draymond missed one.
And Draymond was on that fucking team. Let's be
He
honest.
missed one of those games.
Yeah,
Don't give a fuck because he was enough. Because my man wants to be out here grabbing nuts and shit like that. Like, what's going on, B? Come on, son.
Crazy.
Keep your hands to yourself, my brother.
He's trying to
You
make
know
it
what I
up,
mean?
man. He's trying to make it up by dropping 32 points in Game 7.
Yeah,
It don't matter. It don't
Yeah,
matter.
It do matter. He had no help.
You suck.
That game too.
Pause. You drained the energy out of your team because of your dumb ass plays, because of the way you are. Your aggressiveness cost you the series. Let's tell it like it is. And
So
most
you
of the time,
So you want Draymond side?
no.
You on Kenyon side.
I'm on Kenya's side for the simple
you
fact
on
that
Kenya's side.
Draymond does pick and choose who he want to bark at. He can tell which ones he can be yelling at, grabbing, doing all this shit, and then there's others he knows he ain't gonna do nothing to.
And that is a Snapple top fact. He do be messing with certain players. I saw him trying to bark at Anthony Edwards, and it didn't look too pretty. Edwards put the game. You know what I'm saying? He let his game did the work. So I mean, he did call KD a bitch. That's what the public said. I'm not saying that's what he said, but that's what a lot of other people said.
And then he always got this thing, you know, when the media is talking about, he won't say nothing about the Lakers because his boy LeBron James is over there. But he's always talking about, when it comes to other teams, he's always talking about, all right, for example, the Knicks. When the media was talking about the Knicks, you know, they looking like a championship team. It might be the year, this and that. Here comes Draymond just talking shit. Like, nah, they ain't got it. They ain't got no championship pedigree. Like, bro.
Is he lying?
Nobody knew that the Golden State Warriors were going to win their first chip that season. So he should know better not to say any. Like, you don't know what team is a championship caliber team.
Okay, so so who you think has the better career?
Oh, Draymond by far, because he do got the rings. He do got the defensive stats, the defensive All NBA. But what I'm saying is, it's like you can't say all that without mentioning who you were playing with. You cannot say I'm a 4-time champion without mentioning Clay. You can't say I'm all defensive without mentioning who you were playing with. You know, Bogut ain't nothing to sneeze at either. You know what I'm saying? You had some guys who helped you. You know what I mean? It's just wild.
All right, so I'm gonna bring down look. All right, so look at the accolades, right? So look at this. You got Draymond, championship rings, 4 the Kenyans, none. NBA seasons, 14 and counting, 14 plus right now, because we don't know when Draymond is going to quit.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got Kenyon. He did 15 seasons, right?
Mm-hmm.
Playoffs played around the same amount. Kenyon Martin played more playoff games, 10 to 11. All-Star. Draymond has 4 All-Star. Kenyon has 1. Okay, if you want to go with honors and awards, all teams, Draymond made 2, Kenyon made none. All defensive team, Draymond made 5, Kenyon made none. That was the first team. All defensive team, Draymond made 9, Kenyon made none. Defensive player of the year, Draymond 1, Kenyon none. Steals leader, Draymond 1, Kenyon none. Okay, you want to talk about what? Let's say stats per game, points per game. 8.7 for Draymond. Kenyon, 12.3. Rebounds per game, Draymond, 6.9. Kenyon, 6.8. It's a little interesting right there. Assists per game, where we know Draymond wins that. 5.6 to Kenyon's 1.9. Steals per game, roughly around the same, 1.3 to 1.2. Blocks per game, and Kenyon wins that, but 0.1 more because 1 for Draymond and 1.1 from Kenyon Martin.
I think
And
this
then
argument got way out of hand. First of all, they were arguing. Kenyon's argument was he picks and chooses who he wants to be beefing with, who he wants to be arguing with, who he wants to be a tough guy to. That was the main argument. The main argument was never about accolades or stats. And this is my problem with Draymond. When there's a critique against Draymond, he's gonna pull up the stats. My bro, it was never about the stats. Nobody said you don't belong in it, but now since you want to talk about stats and you want to put yourself on a pedestal where you think you are one of the best power forwards, if you ask a regular watching NBA fan, they're gonna name 10 power forwards better than Draymond.
I mean,
Your
that
man
is true.
Kenyon Martin went 200 power forwards better than him, which is wild. Which is
He really
wild.
named I kind of stopped after a while, but he
Yeah,
really named 200.
my man went
My
100.
man had a notebook.
He was naming names. I was like, all right, bro, I can't go through all this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just too many names he just said. I think he said Junkyard Dog was better than him. I was like, all right, bro, I'm checking
Oh,
out.
come on,
Yeah. Now you fucking around.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Junkyard Dog, come on, Jerome
honestly,
Williams.
even with all those accolades, a lot of NBA fans, even NBA players, maybe to a degree, are gonna name 10 to 15 better players than Draymond.
So Ness, what you think? Who you
Well, who's
going
wrong?
with? Yeah, who you going with on this battle right here?
I wouldn't say anybody's wrong. I'm just saying their opinion. But if you're just going based off of accolades, Draymond does look like the better player though. But I don't think Kenyon was wrong for saying what he's saying. He just said his opinion. So I'm just
Listen,
going. I guess I'll go with Kenyon just because it was
listen,
just his opinion.
I'm old enough to remember Kenyon when he first came in the league. When he played with Marbury his first year, Jason Kidd comes the second year. They go to 2 straight finals after that. And in the third year, they went against Detroit Pistons. That's when Chauncey Billups shot that half-court shot. Boom. That was the end of that for them. The league was just, at that time, now it was just Detroit and Indiana. That was on top of the league. And then Kenyon left, matter of fact. He left and goes to Denver. Which I feel like, you want to take the money, but if he'd have stayed with the Nets and then they acquired Vince Carter, I mean, how many alley-oops Jason Kidd will be throwing? I mean, you got Richard Jefferson on the break, Kenyon Martin behind you, and then you got Vince Carter on the other side of the break. Oh man, Jason Kidd would have probably had way more assists than what you have now.
Yeah, but
he'd have probably got 1 chip.
He chose the money over the chip. It's just playing. A lot of players do that. They'll choose the money over the chip.
I would too.
Right. I mean,
I would too.
You hear what Gil Arenas be saying?
Yeah, I know.
Know what I mean? He took the money. He didn't care about no chip. Know what I mean? Look at Bradley Beal. Even though he won't admit it, my man took the money.
Oh, he another dude that's injured too. I forgot.
Yeah, there's a lot of dudes out here that are consider themselves winners because they making at least 200 or 300 mil for their whole career. That's a win. Most people don't care about the chip. Now, Draymond, I don't know what his salary is. I don't think he'll ever be.
He cares about the money because he was trying to get the money when it was his turn to get the bread. Remember, they paid Steph. Yeah, he did. They paid Steph. They paid what's his name? They paid Thompson, and then he wanted his cut. They paid him. Thompson wanted to get another contract. That's why Thompson is out of there because they ain't want to pay him. So Draymond got his money. So he care about the money. I wouldn't say he don't care. He care about the money. He feel like what he do on the court, no other player could do what he do. So he got the money. Is it like some big time contract? Like, it ain't like what, what Steph
He not
is
getting the max. He not getting the max.
He not. No,
He not a max.
He could get the max. He'll get his max, like what his value of max is to him, for him. I think that's how it works. So he'll get.
I mean, if you were starting a franchise, you had prime Draymond Green there. You had Sengun there. You got Banchero there.
You ain't even got to finish. I'm taking Sengun.
Exactly.
Or Banchero.
Exactly, bro. And I guess that's
But it
Kenny
depends
Martin's
how your
part.
team is set up, though.
Yo, you starting. You already got Steph on your team.
I'm not taking Draymond.
Who's number 2 pick? Draymond or Sengun?
All right, so between the two, if you had Kenyon Martin being drafted or Draymond being drafted, because Draymond got drafted in the second round. Kenyon was a first round, first pick overall. Which one would you pick? If you don't know their career, what it is today, who you pick?
Still going with Kenyon. Still going with Kenyon. Because that man was a beast for Cincinnati. He was a fucking high-flying beast.
He was a beast against your Knicks, too. I remember he
All right, bro. Here we go again, bro. Listen, when the Knicks were top dogs, you know who we had, bro. We had 10 times.
Yo, bro, he swept
Al
your
Harrington,
Knicks,
bro. Don't play with my Knicks like that, bro.
He swept
don't do
your
that.
Knicks. You had Marbury when he swept your Knicks.
So fucking what? Who else do we have, bro? Who the fuck else did we have, bro? Don't do that shit.
Richardson.
Who?
Quentin Richardson.
Who?
Jamal Crawford.
He was young though. He was too young. We also had Randolph that year.
Jamal Crawford.
Jamal Crawford, yeah, he was way too young. We even had fucking Eddie Curry. We even fucking had fucking Zach Randolph. Listen, this ain't about my fucking Knicks, bro. Don't do that. Jason Kidd was the engine of that whole fucking team, bro. I'm not giving it to Kenyon. Hell fucking no. I'll fucking pick Tim Thomas over Kenyon. Tim Thomas will shoot the lights out. Kenyon was a high-flying dude who can catch every ball. Yeah, bro. What are we talking?
You're bugging, bro.
You bugging. I'm picking Al Harrington over Kenyon.
Steve Nash. I got a Rondo, or I got a
Al Harrington, bro. Al Harrington. I'll pick him over Kenyon. Let's not go there. Kenyon benefited over Jason Kidd.
Yeah, you're bugging.
You know why he went to Denver? Because he benefited over Iverson. He's benefiting over a point guard to get him the ball up high. And then when he lost his athleticism, what happened to Kenyon Martin? He had to go. Just like your man Chris Paul. Chris Paul got to go. That's it. He can't do. Yo, you did not get Chris Paul to be a 15-man on the roster and coach the team. The fuck out of here, bro.
I mean, he don't even get in the game for the Clippers like that. But do you think he should hang it up, though?
Absolutely. My man is averaging his lowest in his whole career. It's you can just tell out there he's the slowest on the court.
I mean, he's 20 years in, bro. He can't.
I mean, listen, nobody told him to come back this season. You're not LeBron, bro. You're not LeBron James, bro. You got to know when to hang it up. And he needed to hang it up last year. Matter of fact, he needed to hang it up 2 years ago. All right.
I think he should have hung it up when he went to the Warriors. That shit just
absolutely. That shit was hard to watch.
Right there. Yeah, that was painful.
That shit was hard to watch, bro. That shit is very I was like, what the fuck is going on? He don't look the same. He's not the same. It's just it. But I think the Clippers wanted to get him just because of his basketball brain, I would say. I don't think they think that signing was a bad signing just because they can use his knowledge. But then again, what the fuck did you need Chris Paul's knowledge for when you got James Harden? You see Harden is still balling, bro.
And they still losing.
They still losing because they ain't got no fucking defense.
They old. All of them is over 35 over there.
That is true. I'm not blaming Harden for that. He ain't the GM. My man Harden like, yo, bro, I'm old as fuck too, bro, and you bringing in more old fucks that nobody wanted. Who told you to trade for Brook Lopez or sign him? Like, who told you to do that?
Yeah, that one. Yeah, I don't know why.
What are we doing?
I didn't get that one.
I don't get that. I don't get that. You signed Chris Paul. Why are y'all signing all that? What are we doing? I would have traded for somebody like Jordan Poole. I would have traded somebody for like shit. Anybody young. They should have knocked on the door for Jordan Clarkson. He's still younger.
You know what? The teams that Chris Paul played for OKC, Clippers, Hornets.
He was a beast for the. Oh man, he was a beast for the.
He was a beast for the
He was a beast for them.
He was a beast for the Hornets. Matter of fact, they was number 2 in the regular season, and they went up against the Lakers. I think in the second round.
He was a beast for that team.
I think the Lakers was number 3, and they was number 2, and the Lakers beat them. Something like that, or reverse. But I know. I mean, Chris Paul was a beast. He had defense. He could pass. They called him point guard for a reason. But I think it's time, bro. You played 20 seasons, and then you looking like this. He can't even step on a court now. He looking like he just an assistant coach. With Clipper gear on. It's just bad.
Get the clipboard,
He's basically a UD right now.
Yeah. But UD situation was different. You know,
he stayed on one team. They took care.
He stayed on one team, and they took care of it. From what I'm hearing,
and he pushed that Heat culture. He pushed that. He helped push that Heat culture. He got all them niggas in line.
He's from there too, so UD is from Miami, so you know.
Mm.
Now he's hosting, you know, basketball games with Steve Nash and Dirk Nowitzki and shit. I think it's prime.
You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, you know what team could have really used Chris Paul and his maturity, his
not your Knicks.
Nah, not my Knicks. We weren't. There's no way we could have used them. Memphis. Somebody like Memphis or the New Orleans Pelicans. Some young team that can definitely use him. Honestly, he should have went back to San Antonio and stayed there. Don't know why he decided to go to the fucking Clippers.
They probably ain't want
him.
Listen,
I forgot he played for San Antonio last
year.
Right.
I would have been like, yo, bro, I'm 15 man on the bench. I could be the 15 man. I could teach.
But they got Darren Fox now, and he's back.
I mean, listen, just teach. That's all I'm saying. Memphis can use him because Ja is way out of control. He still ain't learning from a fucking brick wall.
I'm not gonna lie, man. Stories came out before that. Chris Paul used to demand certain shit, like telling niggas what they should do and shouldn't. I guess that's probably why him and Harden then they clash. Harden like, yo, I'm putting up 30, putting up 50, 40 points. Sometimes triple doubles with the 10, 15 assists. Who is you to tell me what to do? We both ain't win no rings, so you can't tell me what to do.
Yo, maybe being an asshole caught up to him.
Probably so.
You was an asshole to Steve Kerr and the Golden State Warriors until you had to play for them.
That was the reports.
I mean, listen, we all saw the way Chris Paul was. You know what I mean? The way he was with the Rockets, the way that he was with OKC, the way being an asshole catches up to you, bro. Now you the 15 minute. Nobody want to hear you from down there. You know what I'm saying? Nobody want to hear you no more. You're not put. We heard you because you putting up the stats. You point guard. So we had to put up with your shit. Like Draymond. If Draymond wasn't still the defensive player that he is today, because he's still killing it on the defensive side. But if he wasn't, if Draymond wasn't, man, shut your ass up and stay on you on the bench. Shut your ass up. Don't tell me nothing. But Draymond is still doing what Draymond does. Good for him. Chris Paul ain't that no more. So
I don't
and
know,
plus
but
he's still an asshole.
Draymond has been in the league. It's his 15th year now. I
mean,
mean, his 14th year.
And he didn't really catch on to 2-3 till cursed up on the.
It's not like Draymond Green is carrying team. Chris Paul carried the team before.
I understand you, but
he carried both teams. He carried the Clippers at one point, and he carried.
Let me tell you, every team can use a Draymond. The Knicks can use a Draymond. The fucking the Lakers can use a Draymond. You know what I'm saying? You can still use Draymond. He's still a beast on the defensive side. Chris Paul ain't got it no more. And when you're an asshole and you still an asshole, it's too late for you. You're not Kobe, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're not Jordan either. You're not LeBron. So you being an asshole still at this point, or even last year or two, niggas remember that shit. Players remember that shit. Hey, yo, man, shut your ass up, bro. You know what I mean? Shut your ass
Ness,
up,
what
bro.
you think? You think he should hang it up?
Oh, yeah, he should have been hanging it up. Should have been well. He did
actually when he went to OKC, I thought it was over. But they actually went to the playoffs that year. When he was with OKC. I think in the bubble they went to the playoffs. They lost to Houston Rockets in the first round. That's when Houston had Harden and Westbrook. They lost. I remember that series. They lost in the first round against the Houston Rockets. I think they lost in 5 games against the Houston Rockets, and then Houston went to go play the Lakers, and they lost that series in 5.
That was the plan, I'm guessing.
Yeah. No, that wasn't the plan. That was the actual playoffs series. I remember that series. Yeah, Houston versus OKC Thunder in the first round in the bubble. Go look at it. Go look at the branch. I'm telling you. I thought OKC was done. They actually made the playoffs, and then you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that because I remember that series.
Yo, OKC is so lucky that Paul George wanted to play for the fucking Clippers. Because look where they got him. They got him SGA. They got him Jay Will. They got him Chet.
He leaves the Pacers, and then the Pacers end up getting Halliburton. So remember, Halliburton came over from Sacramento.
I mean, listen.
Him and that, and they got Sabonis too. Sabonis.
No. Halliburton
Sabonis was OKC. That's what ended up happening.
Halliburton was drafted by who first?
Sacramento.
No, Sacramento traded for Halliburton. Sacramento traded for Halliburton and then traded Halliburton the following season.
No.
Yeah.
Sacramento drafted him. They had Darren Fox and Halliburton.
Nah, he wasn't drafted by Sacramento.
Okay. All right.
Because he had Darren Fox.
Oh, look it up.
I know they didn't draft. They traded for Halliburton. And then they traded Halliburton for Sabonis.
Nah, he got drafted.
By who?
He got drafted by Sacramento.
He got drafted by Sacramento Kings.
The year after Fox or the same year as Fox? It's after Fox.
Yeah, after Fox.
Yeah, I mean after Fox. Yeah,
after Fox. They drafted him. They wanted to keep Fox, so they let him go.
Because Fox got drafted in 2017. We were supposed to pick him up instead of freaking Lonzo. No, 2016. Was it 2017 or 2016? I
think like 2018.
When did we get Lonzo?
I think it was 2018. 2018 or 2019?
Oh, 2017. Okay.
Oh, 2017? Okay.
So that's when.
That was the same. That was the same year that SGA came in the league. The same year too.
Yeah.
He got drafted by the Clippers.
Yeah.
But
man,
this is the last. Go ahead, man. Rant about your Knicks, because every episode we just gonna let you rant about your Knicks, man. Go ahead, do your thing.
Hey, yo, mute up, Hall. I don't want to hear you talk at all, Hall. Mute the fuck up.
Go ahead, rant. We just gonna leave a little segment for you and your Knicks. Go ahead,
Listen. Just like every year with the Knicks, there's one of those teams, maybe two of those teams, that the Knicks just cannot beat during the regular season. It's cool. It's cool. Listen, the first game against Orlando, they got it. They were physical. We were playing off of a back-to-back, but ain't no excuse. If you're one of the top teams, that cannot be an excuse. But they did lose on a back-to-back. Now, this game, they let it slip away in the fourth quarter. All right. We were out there with no OG. They were out there with no Banchero. But the better physical team got the best of us. What? Listen, push, scream, scratch. I don't give a fuck. But come playoff time, my G, it's a different beast. What we do see is that there's still nobody to stop Jalen Brunson.
That's kind of funny. The beast get tamed in the playoffs.
Mute the fuck up, bro. Hit that mute button right there. It's right next to you. All right, dogs?
You right.
All right. So like I said, nobody could guard Jalen Brunson. Amen Thomas, Timmy Thomas, who Hall? Mute the fuck up, Hall. Don't mention nobody, Hall. Nobody can guard the 6'2" beast. All right. Now the problem is everybody else on the fucking team. All right. My rant is to Karl Anthony Towns. You're being the bitch at the wrong fucking time. My rant goes out to Josh Hart. You another one that bitches at the referee when shit don't go your way. And they're being way too physical for you. Other than that, those two, it drains your team when you're being a bitch, bro. So, how about we get a little package together? Maybe get AD. I don't mind getting AD. We'll take care of him, bro. We got the best doctors in New York. We take care of that fool. Giannis, what's up? You know Milwaukee still ain't going nowhere. Come to New York. Come to New York. Who else? Who else want to come to New York? Zion. I don't give a fuck. It don't matter. Because you know why? The Knicks are still going to go to the Eastern Conference Finals. And then after that, I don't know nothing. No! Right. Boom. That's all I got to say, bro. I ain't worried about the regular season, bro. Talk to me come playoff time. Talk to me come play. 5th seed, 6th seed, 3rd seed, 2nd seed, 1st seed. I don't care. Give me the 10th seed. I don't care. Come playoff
and that's
time,
the end of the show, ladies.
You know what I'm saying?
We got July with the Knicks friend. We got Ness, the Laker player right there. That's the Laker fan, the Laker player. And then we got me. I just choose whatever team that wins. You know what I'm saying?
That's that bullshit. Yeah. You gotta stop that bullshit.
I don't like
stop
headaches.
That bullshit.
I choose whatever teams that
fuck
win.
out of here. You need to start choosing a real goddamn team.
Well, I just choose the real team. OKC 2 years in a row.
Some bullshit.
I told you the grass is green. I said I was gonna choose something different this year.
I ain't forget that you did choose Sacramento. So yeah.
Okay, that was that year. They gave me a headache. Never again. I can't go with that. I had Sacramento back in 2002.
Hold on.
Cheated.
Hold on. Let me ask you a question though.
Yeah.
Since you said that, after 10 games, if you saw the Knicks being 8-2, and OKC. Hold on, let me finish.
Okay.
After 10 games, you see New York at 8-2. You saw OKC at 5-5. What team are you picking?
Detroit Pistons.
All right, motherfucker, get the fuck out of here, bro.
They 12-2. He mad. You on mute. You push the mute button.
Yo,
back.
Hall, come to the Garden and hate on the Knicks, bro. I don't care, but you in the Garden. You watch the Knicks at 7:30. You can't stay up past 10. You can't stay up. Yo, you can't stay up past 10. Yeah, your boy Kev hasn't watched now one OKC game. You know why? Because he can't stay up past 10. You can't stay. What, on a Saturday? On a Saturday?
No, I watch some of their games.
Yeah, on a Saturday.
Why do I need to watch games? I can just watch highlights. They give me the full game right there.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure you be watching OKC. Knicks in 60. Right, they just show you the highlights of the game. You be watching Knicks in 60. Come on, on MSG. Like, so we know, kid. Like, I don't need to watch a full game. I could just watch highlights.
All right, man. Y'all got it.
But that's the end of the show. We see y'all next time. Peace.
You heard?
Yes, crazy. He a Knicks fan.
You goddamn right, bro. Always a Knicks fan. That's the shit about being a Knicks fan. You go through the struggles,